Zara Tindall has never been afraid to ruffle a few royal feathers, especially when it comes to her clothing choices. When Zara Tindall made an appearance at the Ice and Diamonds send-off ball in London in 2011, her look caused quite a stir. It wasn't just that she chose to wear a short, one-shoulder black dress, but the fact that she had chopped off her golden locks. Zara's new hairdo was an off-the-moment bob style. It was a departure from how we were used to seeing Queen Elizabeth II's granddaughter, but the entire look certainly made a statement. Other royals like Princess Eugenie, Princess Beatrice and Princess Catherine would never dare to wear such a leggy dress with an exposed shoulder. Royal outfits to big events are usually chic, sophisticated and most importantly, modest. Tindall totally bucked the trend as she proudly walked the carpet. While it was a simple and classic look by normal standards, it wouldn't hit the mark if Queen Elizabeth had any choice in the matter. An inch or two above the knee might be acceptable to other senior royals, but it would end there. Anything higher than that would be frowned upon. However, Zara tore up the rulebook. Unlike some of the other members of her family, Zara has been able to enter into partnerships with brands to make a tidy sum. Back in 2007, she was unveiled as the new face of Land Rover, appearing in a TV commercial that saw her champion the car manufacturer's latest offering. As part of the deal, Zara helped to hype up the 60th anniversary celebrations by revealing the new Land Rover Defender SVX at the British Red Cross Ball. Zara did not pull any punches when it came time to figure out what she would wear to the Red Cross Ball. A prestigious car calls for an outfit that no one would forget, and the royals certainly delivered on her end of the bargain. She wore a bold, bright blue dress with flared 70s-style sleeves and a low-cut neckline held together by ribbon. The revealing dress certainly gave onlookers something to talk about, since no other royal would get away with wearing such an ensemble. There's no doubt that Zara's look stole the show.
You're always under the microscope. How do you cope with that?
They're always going to try and catch you out because that's just the way they are.
Royal Ascot is one of the most important days in the British sporting calendar, with horse race fans coming from all over to enjoy the festivities. The royal family has long since been a staple at the event, with Queen Elizabeth II attending every year from her coronation in 1953 up until 2020. Other royals are often spotted enjoying the festivities too, including Zara. While her outfits have progressed over the years, this dress from 2003 certainly stood out at the event, and not necessarily for the right reasons. Any fashion enthusiast will remember 2000s era fashion with a slight cringe. It was an era full of thin eyebrows, over-the-top makeup, and asymmetrical clothing. Zara went all in on the trends of the time, wearing a dress with a dangerously high slit, a giant white flower hat, and amber-tinted wraparound sunglasses. According to a report from The Northern Echo, Zara's dress was originally more revealing, but adjusted ahead of the formal event. Royal Ascot fashion has become somewhat of an unofficial competition over the years, with many publications reporting on who looked the best and who looked the worst. At the very least, Zara's look had people talking. Back in 2006, Zara went to a fundraiser in London's Canary Wharf with then-boyfriend Mike Tindall and her mother Princess Anne. Although it was a daytime fundraiser and not a formal occasion, Zara's outfit was still very casual and just a teeny bit confusing. She wore brown leather knee-high boots, coupled with khaki shorts and a white shirt. Of course, no 2000s-era outfit was complete without a small purse hanging on one shoulder. It was summer in the city, which might explain Zara's choice of hot pants, but the rest can only be put down to personal preference. Even though the outfit was questionable, Zara's intentions weren't, as she helped man the phones and facilitate donations for those that died in the September 11th attacks. It definitely wasn't a day to worry about fashion choices, but to instead get to work and make a difference. Without question, Zara is a fan of the one-shoulder dress look. Ahead of her wedding to Mike Tindall in 2011, the couple threw a party on the Royal Yacht Britannia for their nearest and dearest. The glam event required a dress, and Zara opted for a white and blue number. While arguably a pretty gown, the asymmetrical neckline showed her bikini tan lines, not exactly what one might expect from a member of the royal household.
Hi, Marcia. Working on your tan?
A pre-wedding shindig is always an excuse to get decked out, so Zara could have used this moment to really shine. A more structured and embellished dress or a stunning designer suit would have been massively successful, but this dress seemed more fitting for a casual night on the town than a once-in-a-lifetime party. Zara also finished off the look with a brown crocodile skin effect bag. One could argue it clashed with the blue and white of the dress. In 2003, Zara attended the Seabiscuit premiere in London. She arrived in a black silk Moschino dress with semi-sheer panelling on the chest area, exposing a little more cleavage than royal watchers are used to. The low-cut number was accentuated by a loaned necklace worth around £250,000. The simple diamond piece was dainty enough to be understated, while still adding some much-needed magic to the otherwise simple look. She flicked out her blonde bob, giving a chic twist to a simple hairdo.
I like your hairdo.
Now, if she wasn't a member of the royal family, we probably would not bat an eye at that low neckline or the gauzy panelling. However, this is one of Queen Elizabeth's grandkids we're talking about, so it's impossible not to think about the royal dress guidelines. You don't have to be a member of high society to know that polo is the sport of choice for aristocrats. Back in 2006, Zara was spotted chatting with Prince Harry's then-girlfriend Chelsea Davy and future Princess Catherine at a charity polo event in Tidworth. Harry and his brother, Prince William, were busy participating in the game, while the royal ladies cheered from the sidelines. Their outfits were interesting, to say the least. Catherine wore a halter summer dress with a floral pattern, while Davy donned a semi-sheer white top and skirt that left little to the imagination. As for Zara, she didn't exactly boost royal morale in an ill-fitting shirt and white shorts combo. Princess Anne's daughter topped the outfit off with an oversized brown belt, a cowboy hat, and black sunglasses. It was summertime, so allowances can be made for certain parts of the look, but the cowboy hat paired with that belt gave more of a hoedown vibe than was totally necessary. As we've already established, Royal Ascot is a big deal. Royals love to go big with their outfits and hats, just like many other attendees. However, the best royal looks have typically been understated and stunning. Think Princess Catherine or Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh. Evidently, Zara didn't get the understated memo in 2016 and decided that the more colour and pattern, the better.
Give it a bit more colour.
She picked an above-the-knee, multicoloured dress that featured florals, stripes, and flared, ruffled sleeves. Oh, but there's more. She also wore a bright blue hat with yellow detailing, plus a canary yellow handbag that was more of an overnight bag than a delicate addition. If bold and eye-catching was what Zara was aiming for, she nailed her goal. While the outfit isn't necessarily inappropriate in the traditional sense, one could argue that it's a tad too loud for the affair. Royal Ascot may be a fun-filled folly, but it's also a serious sporting event that many go above and beyond for. Her husband, Mike, donned a top hat for the day. It's just a shame Zara couldn't meet him halfway with a slightly more appropriate ensemble. In 2022, Zara's husband Mike appeared on the reality TV show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, proving once again that when it comes to royal rules, the Tindalls are exempt. When the show came to an end, Zara attended the wrap party to support her partner, wearing this relatively short green dress. The striking emerald dress was enough to turn heads, not least because it showed off Zara's tanned legs. Zara completed the outfit with a pair of nude shoes and a metallic crossbody handbag. All in all, Zara's outfit seemed more suited for an evening on a nightclub dance floor. Regardless, it was a hit with fans. According to Hello, the Me and M dress was a big seller after Zara strutted her way into the wrap party. In 2015, Zara attended the Magic Millions event on Australia's Gold Coast, but it wasn't just a fun night out. Zara partnered with the company, which specialises in horse racing, acting as their patron. For the event, she donned a short black dress featuring an asymmetrical hemline and an interesting wrap-like design. She also sported a pair of reddish-purple heels with a pointy toe and wide band across the top of the foot. As for her other accessories, she went for a silver clutch bag, a dainty watch and a bracelet. Her blonde hair was straight in a chic bob. The Daily Mail dubbed her $1,000 Jimmy Choo high heels Racy. Neither the shoes nor the dress were necessarily unfavourable, but the outfit did not feel totally in line with what other guests wore. After all, a number of attendees pictured with Tindall went with longer, more formal dresses. But hey, if there's one thing we know about this royal, it is that she will always dance to the beat of her own drum.